Hi, this is Thesia of Ellis Family Farms, and it might be a little early, but I'm going to start trying to go through and get some seeds started. Some of them won't be too early, but some of the ones I want to get started maybe. But I got to show you something first. I don't know. I've got a lot to learn. I'd already pulled this one. These are some ones I started last fall, and this is supposed to be thyme. And this one down here is parsley. And this one is supposed to be basil. And I babied them and babied them all winter long. But you know what? And then they didn't do well outside, so they did much better when I brought them here, and they started growing real good. But you know what? That plant looks just like that plant. I think I successfully grew weeds over the winter. So I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to start over. Try to find some real basil leaves, some real basil seeds, some real parsley seeds, and some real thyme seeds to see if we can get those actually growing too. Well, as you can see, it's been a few days since I've started started these seeds, and my peas have gone absolutely nuts. And if you look, now see my Waltham broccoli has not come up, but I've got a few of the Chico, I guess is how you pronounce it. I've got 3 of them come up. All of my pea, well, okay, 1 pea did not come up, but they're looking pretty good. My Brussels sprouts, I've got 2 little Brussels sprouts here that are trying to come up, but nothing else, and those are Catskill. The oven roaster ones, they're not coming up. All of these are San Marzano tomatoes, so there's a couple of ones, and I actually doubled up and accidentally tripled up on a few of them, so we still didn't have some of them come up, but it looks like I'm going to have a pretty good set of San Marzanos. But as you can tell, I've got a whole mess of other seeds to plant, and I even ordered some more Opaka, I think that's how you pronounce it, tomato. I've got some Mikado tomatoes. I've got these are Tabasco peppers, and Salvatierra tomatoes, and Marglobe. Oh good, I didn't remember I'd done Marglobe. Good deal. It is a gorgeous, beautiful, sunny day. I think the high today is 78. It's 77 degrees right now, and I was inside doing some work. And you know, I started those seeds, and obviously, as you had seen, I've got a whole lot of other seeds that got to get into the ground. But I'm serious. There are some places even in town that still have some clumps of snow, and I think it's only been 2 days since the last of our snow melted here. And the ground was completely frozen because of it. So, and I was telling my granddaughter yesterday, is like, oh my gosh, you know, I had snow, I couldn't do anything. I mean, it really was frozen hard and snowy and cold. And now I'm already behind on my gardening. But I've already had an okay start, and I can show it to you. As a side note though, look at this. Can you see it? We have been worried about it being pushed in because, like I said, the wind comes from the north and hits this. And I guess that south wind that we had just before the snow came in blew it out this way. So yeah, I'm going to have to get out here and work on this again. But not today. But as you can tell, it's going to be something that comes up quickly. Another side note, look who got out. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to get... Which one is it? Oh, this is Daisy. I need to figure out how to get Daisy back in. Well, I went to go get the tripod so I could show you how to get these guys back in here, and I went to get a little bucket of feed, and she had already made her way back through. So I guess since they already saw me with the feed, we'll go ahead and feed him a little bit, and I am going to have to do some more work here. And let me get these guys taken care of, and then I can start explaining to you what I've done. Okay, right here is where the pigs were located, and that's their pig fence around here. And of course, the chickens can get all through there and do anything they want to. And this is my garden area here. Well, this is also, see where these T-posts are? This was a narrow garden area here, because what I could usually do is I usually have my birds in here, and then out here before it was time to actually do outside gardening, or I hadn't got the birds out, I could do onions and you know, the cold weather crops out here. So I thought that would be kind of cool. I'll just move the pigs out here. I had hoped to get those moved out, but I've got an issue with that, and I can show you that here in a moment. But this, because it was my old garden, it had some onions in it that hadn't been pulled up. It had 2 or 3 plants in here that had not been pulled up, so apparently they've been having fun digging and getting all this stuff. And then Then Daisy figured out how to get out. So now I've got to figure out how to keep her in. You being a good dog. Hey. Another thing I've learned. I say, okay, I've got this one where they were burrowing out. Yeah, it's hot again, so they're going to be testing it. Apparently that's what they did, is they had pushed these up against the metal fence, and plus all this extra stuff that was around the bottom, and it wasn't firing. And I figured that out once I tested it. So I think I know now because they're squealing. So we're electric again, up and running. I got it away from this fence, and now I need to go on to my next thing. Okay, I did take this down. If they're smaller like this, it's not that big a deal, but these larger chicken ones, I tripped and fell last week trying to put this darn thing up. So I think these guys are secure again. I have never seen ducks in a row this way. It's kind of cool. But this is right here, right next part I want to show you. And I'm sorry about the wind. All right, right here is where we had opened up so the birds could go back and forth. Once I put the chicken or the pig netting up in here, I thought that it would help keep these guys out, but it did not. But it is time to move them out. It has been for quite a while. And let me get in here. As you can see, it's kind of scorched earth here. But I've kind of run into an issue. Imagine that, an issue. I can imagine. Seems like my whole life is an issue in one form or another. But even if it is a scorched earth thing, I've got things going. I just haven't got it implemented yet. As you can see, I've got the electric net set up out here. Mostly, I've got it on 3 sides because I can't bring it across here because I want to bring this out too. I want to bring the mobile egg in. I want to start moving around the pasture again. But this has been here long enough. That's a wheel. You just can't tell it's a wheel. So I still can't find the jack. We've got a hydraulic jack around here somewhere, and even then, no big deal. If I can get this corner tied up, just get everything secured again, and get that corner tied up, I can go ahead and open this up here. And then if nothing else, at least they can go out there and get some grasses. There's a little bit of green out there, but it's just got to be better than mud. So that's what I'm going to work on. I don't know. Like I said, I was hoping to work on the bed for gardening, but doesn't look like that's happening today. You know, you have a plan. But we can kind of get things going. But one thing I do need to do before I even start getting that bed ready is I need to get this closed up. I set it where it goes from this post to this one. So until I can get them out, at least they can get into this way here and get into that chicken coop. So this is what I need to work on now, is get this closed off again. All right, maybe I am making some progress today. But you know what? That looks better from the other side. Oh well. My only thing is to keep the birds from being able to get into there very easily, or at all, hopefully. But like I said, you can see where they can come right through here and come into there. If that's where they want to go. I just want to keep them out of this area now. So like I said, I was hoping to start working on the bedding garden area today, but it's not to be. But I can't complain. I'm going to come around here. Well, I was going to get out of the wind, but it took me out of the sun too. My hair got hung up in in the chicken wire, and there's no telling. I don't know. I can't see very well, but my hair is a mess. I know it is, because I could feel it getting pulled out, but that's okay. Like I said, I've got something done, and that's good. And it's one step closer. I think the piglets are where they're not going to get out so easily again. I've been keeping an eye on the fencing and stuff and keeping it raked down, you know, around the edges and stuff. But hey, if they can find a morsel that wasn't ever dug up last year that I had planted, then it makes for deeper holes apparently. And oh look, I can get out now, and the fence is off. So yeah. But it's back on. It's hot. It's not way too hot. It does make them squeal a bit when their nose touches it. And I can imagine, because their little noses are wet. And I did notice something else, is we've been filling up their water bowls 2 or 3 times a day, and it was empty. And I know, my camera just fell. I tell you, the wind around here, the camera just blew my tripod with my other camera off the other chicken house. I digress. What was I saying? Had to come in out of the wind. And I am a mess. Okay, that was not what I had planned to do at all today, but you know what? It ended up working out. And I needed to, I didn't realize that the piglets were going to be able to get out, and so I definitely need to get that taken care of. But I needed to get that one fence set up so to keep the birds on that one side. I still need to get them where they can get out and get some grass. I desperately want to do that. Now, I plan to do it the next couple of days. I was planning on doing some bed prep so I can get some of those, transplant the peas and direct sow a bunch of other stuff. But I'll get there, I hope. But so, you know how it goes. You plan a day and something else happens. But that's okay. All right, guys. This is all I got today. I'm kind of tired, and I've still got to cook dinner, and we got church tonight, so I'm gonna get out of here. And as always, live until you die. And it's kind of funny, because another one of the things is, I've mentioned it before too, because I rotate quotes and stuff when I'm brushing my teeth. Long story, but one way or another, it tells you, ask you, what are you doing with your dash? And so that's what I've been contemplating this week while I brush my teeth. What am I doing with my dash? And you go, what are you talking about with a dash? When you look at a tombstone, there's the day they were born and the day they died and the dash in between. And that's your whole life that you've done, all in between there, that dash. And what are you doing with it? Like I say, get off the couch, enjoy life, live your life. God bless. See you next time.